I'd like you to say something and go ahead and let us understand the fact that we see different factions accusing each other of anti-party activities. What is actually going on within the party in terms of the leadership structure?
There's no serious crisis. But what actually happened in the party is that the National Working Committee, which is the organ saddled with the day-to-day running of the party, met in their meeting yesterday. So when they were in the meeting, they came up with a decision. One of that decisions is that
in their meeting yesterday. So when they were in the meeting, they came up with a decision. One of that decisions is that the National Publicity Secretary of the party and the National Legal Advisor of the party, that they should step aside based on the allegation leveled against them that there was misconduct and some anti-party, that they behaved in a manner that was not comfortable with the office they occupy. So the NWC reached a decision that they should step aside, for a proper investigation to be taken in the matter, which they constituted a committee to look into that matter. And that committee is headed by His Excellency Arapaja. So he was, and other members of the committee was to investigate that allegation and come up with a report. So after that, they now asked that in accordance with the provision of the Constitution, that the deputies, that's the Deputy National Legal Advisor and the Deputy National Publicity Secretary, should step into the offices as acting capacity. So based on that, myself, who is the Deputy National Legal Advisor, I now step into the office of the National Legal Advisor as in acting capacity, pending the determination of that investigative panel that has been constituted. So that is what is on board, and that is what is on the ground. It's just a process and a procedure of running the party and then the administration of the party. That's what I'll tell you.
Okay, so aside that, we also hear that some members of the party are vested in the interest that the national chairmanship of the party should be rotated between the north and the south, the southern regions, and not through any other procedure not enshrined in the PDP's constitution. So is that also part of the contention within the party members?
You stated, when you said about the national chairman, the acting national chairman, the position of the acting national chairman is not in doubt. It's a constitutional provision. So when the issue at stake is concerning the office of that national chairman in acting capacity. So, and it is provided in our constitution when there was an issue in the past concerning when Dr. Yochayu was the national chairman of the party. So there was an issue that came up, and he was asked to step aside based on a court order. So when that issue came up, he stepped aside. So when he vacated the office, by the constitution of our party, it is provided that in the absence of the national chairman, that's either peradventure, either by resignation or death, or if he's no longer occupying the office, that the position of the law is that the deputy from the same zone where the chairman comes from will step in and then in acting capacity. That's why Ambassador Damagu, who is now the acting chairman, came on board, because he is the deputy national chairman, not. And that in accordance with the provision of the Constitution, that the deputy from that zone should step into his office. And he has been acting up to this point. And if you go to section 47 sub 6 of the Constitution of the party, and even precisely section 35 subsection 3 of the Constitution, so he provided that when he can always if he's acting in that office, that he can only be removed if there's a national convention that elects a new chairman, and such thing has not taken place. There has not been any convention since he started acting, and the law is so clear. The law did not state the duration or when he will stop acting, either for 1 month or for 2 months. He said he start acting pending the election of a new chairman by a convention, and such thing has not taken place. So even today, there's a court ruling, a court judgment that we received today concerning that position, whether he will leave office or not. And the court has stated in its wisdom that he will stay there in office as acting chairman pending till next year September, when there will be a convention. Between that September and November next year, I believe that there must be a national convention to elect all the national officers of the party.
So then why can't the NEC and the BOT wait for the party's national convention to begin in December, because they want him out, but then there's a constitutional provision for how these things should be done. So why is it that they are such in a haste and they don't want to follow due process?
No, come again. Let me hear you well.
So I said, why does it now look as though the NEC and the BOT who wants Damagum out?
You mean that there has not been a date for a convention?
No, what I'm saying is that it seems as though the NEC and the BOT of the party, of the PDP, wants Damagum out now. And I'm asking, why can't they wait till when the national convention will be held in December before they carry on with that process? Why are they in a haste and do not want to follow due process?
I don't think what you have said. I don't agree with you. I don't think the NEC have not sat. They have not made any pronouncement. They have not made any statement concerning that, either the resignation or Damagu exiting office, and even BOT. They have not said anything concerning that. What we are waiting, like yesterday after the BOT meeting and also the National Working Committee meeting, a date has been fixed for the next NEC meeting, which is supposed to come up on the 24th of this month. So it's only in that meeting, and everything, like as I've stated and I've narrated to you, is something that has to do with the provision of the Constitution. It's a legal matter. So BOT cannot say how the chairman can be removed or not. I told you that what is expressly provided in the Constitution is that before that in acting capacity, before he can leave that office, it's only when another convention is when you now do another convention, national convention, then where you now elect a new chairman. Then when that new chairman assumes office, then the acting chairman will leave office.
Of course.
The world or the nature does not abhors vacuum. That's what I will tell you. So the BOT or even NEC cannot make any pronouncement, because it's something that is constitutional. It's something that is, has a legal provision. So we are expecting that by that 24th of October, if there is going to be a NEC meeting, the NEC will look at whatever decisions the National Working Committee have taken concerning that, whatever they have said. And like I told you, there's a court judgment right now, because a matter was filed in the court to look into what we are discussing now. And the court came up with a ruling that we are informed today that there's a judgment in court that has stated and said expressly that Damagu will stay in office from now till at least September, October next year, when there will be going to be another convention. That is what I'll tell you. So NEC or Board of Trustees does not have that powers to even determine whoever is going to be the chairman at this point. Because it's a constitutional issue.
All right, Osuoha Okechukwu, acting National Legal Advisor for the PDP. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. We appreciate that.